Hey everybody, my name is Dante Sheppard. I produced and directed the Christmas production.
Hi, I'm Tori Farnsworth, and I helped produce the. Well, I helped with a lot of things. I helped with costuming and filming and all that.
My name is Alex Becker, and I was a cinematographer for pretty much everything, and I edited pretty much everything with the help of Larry Mickens.
Yes.
Shout out to Larry and Dee. Ronald, and
Yes.
Pastor Jared, and Jordan, and James, and Amy, and Kieran, and Savan, and Johnette.
Did you say Amy and Kieran is two separate people?
Amy and Kieran. One person. We thought we would do this. We get a lot. I get a lot of questions. I get a lot of DMs about like, hey, how'd you guys do this? How'd you guys do that? Or like someone else would be like, hey, I think people would like to hear about the process and stuff. So we thought it'd be fun to put together a little commentary video as we talk through Christmas. So if you haven't seen the production yet, Immanuel, go back and watch it because we're gonna be talking all through this.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Play.
I'm so excited.
I feel like by the end of this, this like whole series like of focus, the three of us are gonna know this theme song, this opening song,
like
the back of our hands. Like we're gonna, like we could do the lyrics.
I
Some
already know.
lyrics.
Oh, right.
Well, yeah, we know it, but like we could each probably be an instrument.
Shout out to Lance Custis.
Yes.
Yeah,
this
Lance
track together.
Custis put
These are
it.
great.
Yeah.
Does he have a producer name?
I
he have
no, I think it's just Lance.
All right,
but
Lance.
I could be wrong.
I like
Lance
when
hooked us up with the
artists will
music
do
for
that.
this?
They're just like their name.
Yeah, it's just Lance. I know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
I do love this opening.
Yeah, me too. And I kind of like how short it is. I wish it was longer, but I like how short it is.
How'd you guys feel with this song?
I
love it.
loved it.
Okay.
You had me at Jingle Bells, you know?
Yeah.
You put bells in the back of anything.
With the
it feels
drums
like
and
Christmas.
I was trying to figure out the
Please
perfect
mute
color.
your
Yeah.
phone.
gotta
I
be
felt like I had to go with the
phone.
sweater.
It's like you've never been on a film set
I know.
before.
Oh, gosh. She did good with this sweater.
Stacy, she's a champ because it was super cold.
Do you
this
know?
day.
But oh my gosh,
She
it
did a
was
great
so
job.
cold. It was the three. It was me and Alex filming Stacy, and it was.
This is the one thing for Christmas that we shot that I was not there for.
You're right.
Get your hot chocolate and get ready.
She
for
messed
a
up
wonderful service
saying,
today. So let me pray for you. as
Hey,
you
we
get
have a
ready
Bridge
to
Kids
engage in this
service.
time of worship.
So
Yeah.
You mean not saying
Dear
it?
God, thank
that's
you
what I'm
so
saying.
much,
She
Lord,
messed up
for
Yeah,
this
the-
time
Oh yeah,
We
I
forgot
said
to
that
have
wrong.
him say
I said that
Bridge
wrong.
Kids. It's a common
Yeah.
joke that we forgot to have the Bridge Kids
And we are
co-leader
so
not
thankful
talk about
that you
Bridge
love us
Kids.
so
Yeah,
much.
interim
That you
director.
send
She's
Interim
the
director.
interim director.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
I pray
That
for the
is my
service,
fault, and I
Lord.
apologize.
You got
And
your
I pray
you got her
for
title right in
others
the
who
service.
are
Yeah,
hearing
at
your
least
voice
you did
today,
that.
Lord,
Well,
that you
I
will keep
fact
us
checked.
comforted
It's a nice scarf.
Yeah, that's kind of like why we asked.
in
her.
your
I like
name.
scarves.
She did great. We love you.
Amen.
I love her.
Let's
We should
get
say
ready to
amen.
worship Bridgeway.
The boom, 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 boom.
Bro,
This
I love this
almost-
shot so much.
And it almost didn't happen.
The
know.
drone just makes it so much more official.
It really
you know?
does. And I love that because we haven't been able, nobody in the congregation has been able to go into the church. And I bet people were craving this like Christmas at Bridgeway. And so to have this shot,
It's like they're
having
coming.
you coming in and you just cuddled up on your couch, like that, to me, if I was not part of this, I would have felt at home. I would have been like, finally, I get my, like seeing Bridgeway. Even though it's kind of ugly because of the top. But you know
Don't
what?
talk
It's
about
kinda
our
cool.
building that
You're
way.
right, you're right. I'm
It is
sorry. It's not
so-
ugly.
so
I'm not
It's
saying
gonna be.
that.
Listen. First of all, it's gonna be a little different by
True.
the time we get back. Hopefully, by the time
This was,
time wise.
Yeah, this was part dose of the drone take.
No,
our-
that's awesome. But good one.
Our friend David was trying to get this drone shot for us with his drone and crashed it into the handicap sign right there. So this was we called up our friend Mitchell to come out and get this drone shot because David's drone was out
Oh,
of
you
commission.
didn't
David
Put
Cranston.
his,
There
yeah,
his
David
name was.
Cranston. And you didn't put, I thought you put his name on the handicap sign.
Well, I did, but we had to change a lot of names.
Right.
Switch a lot of names. What were you talking about?
Oh, I was talking about and where if you notice something.
Oh, yeah. If you go back 30 seconds. No, you know what? We won't say it.
Yeah, don't say
All
it.
right.
There's an Easter egg in that scene,
Yeah.
in this drone
Go
shot.
back
If you
30
can spot
seconds and you
something
can
that
see
shouldn't be there, Let us know in the comments.
Comment down below.
You didn't see it. It didn't actually happen. Which, by the way,
did.
I love that we were able to pull this off.
Me too.
We had a lot of planning, a lot of things.
And
like,
you can
like
see
you said,
Dee over there and Larry on the lights.
Aaron.
Aaron.
We got to
My girl,
actually
Erin.
show like the tech people, which
I-
I love. I
That's a
love when we
beautiful
get to really
set.
show tech people
I love this set.
diegetically.
I'm really proud of this set.
I love the Christmas trees, you know?
Yeah, I think I wish the Christmas trees were bigger, but I think
Yeah.
it worked.
Yeah, I don't think a Christmas tree can be too big, ever.
No,
you know?
I don't think so either. But I thought it was gonna take about four hours to decorate this stage. I got there at 12:45. I didn't leave there till 7:30. Dodger? All right.
He wants to watch this service.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, I didn't get here till I didn't finish till 7:30. But look at the bedazzled stool. If you guys look at that bedazzled stool, oh my gosh, I love that.
That shot
so
of the
much.
drum saved my life.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I was
Oh,
coming
yeah.
in. I was
It was
coming in from
shaky.
the back of the building.
Oh, this was so
and
cool.
I had to do like a jump from one of the chairs. I saw Dante do the maneuver earlier in the day. I
Yeah.
was like, that'll be my maneuver. I jumped from the chair to the stage.
He like
and
stepped on the chair, like the
Yeah.
armrest of the chair.
it didn't work. We kept having to redo it, and
Yeah.
the third time was the best for everything except for that.
Yeah.
I love the space shot, by the
I
way.
stayed at that base the whole time. I literally slid in and then just like
You looked like Solid Snake. You look like a secret agent. Just like running in like,
I love it when that happens, when I find a shot that I really like and I just slide in there and then I get, I love it so much. I love that shot.
Love
Shout
that
out
one
to
too.
Dave Phillips on the bass.
Yes.
We got Phil Jones on the electric.
Love him.
James. James is always cool.
James might be the coolest person I have ever met.
I think so too, right?
Yeah.
He's up there.
Can't name someone cooler.
I
What?
can think of a
I love this shot too. And when he goes,
What does he do?
this.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Here goes.
I was so happy.
And the way you follow
when
it, too.
When you put that shot in there, I wanted to cry. I love that shot.
Relax, Tori.
Tori
I'm
cries.
an emotional person.
Anytime we show her shots, she cries.
I do. I get
It's like,
so
Tori, you know
excited.
your job is literally to get shots.
Yeah, I know, but when you actually use my shots, I feel like, oh, okay, I actually am doing this for a reason. And it's really nice.
I think it's dope that you get emotional when you work.
I gotta say,
I
the
get
worship
so
team in all white.
Yeah, such
Kill-
a good
it
idea.
kills.
And I love how it
That's
changes
so
too,
good.
because like it'll hit the purple will hit their white and the yellow will hit their white, and it feels different.
Yeah.
I'm so happy they wore white.
Tracy, the OG.
I love Tracy's voice.
You know, like Tracy's voice at Christmas time. You know.
Oh
Just
yeah,
feels like
it's
home.
heartwarming. Yep.
I mean,
And
this-
then when you see Phil Jones, just
Yeah.
Phil Jones OG too.
he is an OG.
She got that like I want to hear her sing Barracuda.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right, I'm done.
If you'd like to hear Tracy's music, she's got a CD, Late Bloomer. Check it out on Spotify.
It's pretty. My girl Nakiran,
Look at Amy.
Maybe.
I love her. And I love that she, and I know I'm commenting on like her looks right now, but she doesn't usually do a slick back hair style, and she looked very classy.
Yeah, she usually.
It's usually out
looks
or
nice.
curly or yeah, she does
They
a good
always
job.
look nice.
They really do. Ronald does such a great job at picking. Well, not like picking
Except for
people.
that 1 week.
You're talking about clothes, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about
making
kidding.
clothes, but also people and everything. Like he's good at his job.
My favorite thing that Ronald does is his like playlist picks, like going from one song to the next.
Yeah.
Or like
He curates
his
the
curation.
worship
Yeah.
Yes,
Like-
and how it blend. Like sometimes he calls it a drone. I mean, it actually is
drone.
called a drone. But the first time I heard that, we were like, we'll have the drone in, and I'm like, how? That's our job to figure out whether we're gonna put the drone in or not. And I realized the drone is that sound, that like a white noise. And I thought they were talking about the camera.
Sometimes, sometimes you thought we were talking about the flying camera this whole time.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious. We're gonna put the drone in. Sometimes we'll put a communion piece or some sort of piece in the middle of worship, And Ronald will always say, hey, so the song's in D flat or it's in a certain key, and he'll be like, I want to make sure it's in that one. His curation and his transitions, which I love, like a perfect transition, especially from an editor, like it's always perfect.
Yeah.
So the fact that the worship leader is like already thinking about that,
thinking of the
I
transitions.
love it. I love it so much.
And how he puts in different languages.
Oh yeah.
I just love that.
That last language was Tamil.
Yes.
It is a language of India.
Yes.
I think it's. I'm not even gonna say it. I was gonna say it's Southern Indian language, but are we doing fact checking here?
We can.
We'll do it in post.
Yeah, I'm gonna fact check myself because I don't wanna. Those hanging Christmas ornaments are
Yeah.
older than Ronald.
Yeah. Definitely. They were a pain to put up. They were falling. I think there are still ornaments falling off the ceiling in that church right now. Because I saw a couple the other day and I already cleaned them all up.
Tamil is
But
natively
they just-
spoken by the Tamil people of South Asia. It's
Look
the
at that.
official language of the Indian state of Tamil Nadu. It's probably saying that wrong. As well as two sovereign nations, Singapore and Sri Lanka.
There you go.
Can I just like do like an overall, like I'm always probably saying everything wrong?
Yeah, probably. I do that. I'll just say that too. Are those lights
why I
actually?
don't say
Are those
much.
lights actually happening?
Yes. I love the way
I know, I
yes.
love
I
that.
thought they were fake.
No. I don't use fake lights on Bridgeway.
I know.
Well,
See, they look fake.
Yeah, they
sometimes
really
I
do.
use fake lights, so it's a valid question.
Don't say
Shout out
that.
to Larry and Aaron on
Yeah.
lighting design.
Oh my goodness. They've been putting in like I love the little extra stuff they've been putting in recently. Like Larry putting on the accents on the pillars in the back.
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
that later. Yeah.
Oh, so excited! Yeah.
Chris, I love Chris's voice.
Me too.
She's got a whole.
I
stage
love
presence that I love.
her, period. I
Yes.
like, I just love her personality.
So funny.
I just, she lights up the room.
She really does. I've never seen.
And when she does her little accent, she goes, hi, God bless you. When she like has to ask a question, she's like, God bless you.
Oh, this yellow
Just
is
love
so
her.
It would be. I hope I never. I'm sure like every other person on earth. I'm sure she gets sad sometimes, but I would hate to see that happen.
Oh my gosh, me too.
It would be weird.
Me too.
Crush me.
Yeah.
She's always like so like.
Honestly, that whole stage right there, I would
True.
be sad if they got. But yeah, definitely go see it.
It's cool to see Ronald and Penny on the same
Love
team
them.
together. They're married, if you guys don't know.
Yes, with 2 beautiful children.
Look at Andy. Say hi.
I was upset we didn't show him as much in this set.
I was gonna
Me
say that we
too.
don't show him very much.
But we do show him later
He's
on
got a solo.
That's
in
what I
the
kept
thing, so
saying.
that's why it's okay.
And there's
I
Dave
kept thinking
Phillips'
myself,
head.
he's in it later.
Yep.
I was trying so hard not to give people like
Oh
just
my gosh.
the caps of their heads.
Dave Phillips was cracking up. So right before we did this
Terrell
shoot,
with the Kango hat.
right before we did this shoot, I had a bunch of snow left, and I went crazy. I put snow everywhere and just kept adding snow. He was dying laughing. I put so much snow around him just so he could laugh. It just made my day. It was really fun. I love this shot.
Yeah, feel the lights. I was trying not to cut to it, but I was the only one I had to cut to because I wanted to get to Ronald.
Yeah.
But I had to use it.
Ooh.
I love that one too.
That's a
That's
great
a
shot.
Out of
cool
the out of
shot.
focus. When I
I
can
didn't
really pull
notice
off a
that
good
one.
coming out of focus and didn't
Yeah.
focus one,
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
It's difficult sometimes because we use so much autofocus, which I don't. We try to get more into manual as we get upgrade equipment, but working in auto, working so fast, sometimes
Yeah.
the focus will get shifty.
Yeah.
Like right here. Oh, actually,
Jordan
it looks
is
kinda
so
well.
much fun to watch because he really does worship while he's playing.
Jordan, I love watching
He is.
It's so funny,
So
but
much fun.
he's a worshiper and a director. So I'll have these great shots where he's like worshiping, he's getting into
Yep,
it,
yep.
and all of a sudden
And
he'll go
he
on the hill, and I have to cut away from him. I'm like, no, I'm like he was killing it.
Yes. And when you like just everything he does, I love it. That's a cool shot because of the lights and how it. Larry.
Dave the Turtle.
This is my favorite.
Andy is singing in Korean. That
Yes.
language is from Korea. So,
Really?
Yep.
Cool.
So you guys should know that.
Yeah, this was cool. And then this,
Great shot, Tori.
I was so happy about this because you know what? It pays to try to film before you're actually filming.
Practice, you mean?
Yeah. To practice like your shots and everything. And I found this one before, and I was like, "This is perfect."
Like when they're running through stuff.
Yeah, when they're running through
getting
stuff,
test
I'm gonna do that more often. What?
Yeah, you want to practice more often?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I should practice more. I'm sorry.
I like this set too.
This set,
Yeah.
I got
This
so many
is
people.
one of
Here
my
we go,
favorites.
ST.
All right.
What? Who's? You said so many people. What?
So many people commenting about the set.
Really? Yes, that was my goal. This last second, we put that T and S, those things. I got that for. That S is actually for Savan. And the T is for me. But we did that for
Today
Shauna
it's for
and Tori.
Shauna.
Yeah, and I love it. And I love that they were white. It just put it together.
Kids are waiting just to lick the spoon. Kobe.
Yeah, I know.
Can't lick the spoon anymore, Kobe.
Yeah,
Those PJs, you still have those?
I do. I should have worn them for Christmas. Why did I do that?
I don't know. I like the touches of pink. It's hard to see, but the stitching is out.
but
on the pink.
it works.
You and Shauna's hair got some pink in it.
Yeah.
We've been trying to make this duet happen for a
for
while.
so long because we both had pink
Few
hair
months.
for a
Few
long
months.
time.
Yeah, it wasn't that long, but
Well, I mean, since
Past 10 years, really.
it's
it was
really
actually
been
since
it's
I
really
was
been
born.
a lifetime.
It's really been a lifetime.
since
Yeah.
I was born,
I'll never forget.
I found anything and everything in the office to wrap. So some of those boxes are they're like Keurig boxes. There was some tea boxes with tea inside of
I
them.
hate that shot. I'm sorry.
There was there were a bunch of things that I just found on Dante's desk and then just like wrapped him up and then put him out there.
Dante goes to his desk. He's like, "Where's all my
There's
stuff?"
nothing. Where's my computer?
I like how when we shot this and even when we were editing, it's like this song was stuck in our heads.
Oh, singing it constantly.
It was so
It drove Tori crazy.
Yeah, I was not. This because like you know what, you sing the song. Oh, I love Jordan in the background just kind of sitting there with the hat too. Yeah, it's like I didn't hear it enough, and now I've got them two singing it all the time. Shauna,
We're obsessed with Shauna.
yeah, Shauna's definitely one of our favorites.
Sing, Tori.
That's my favorite.
I'm a little upset with my color matching on this one.
Say yeah.
We need more Tori Shauna connections here. We need more duets.
Yes, I definitely want to do another duet. And then our David Cranston did this last shot.
Here he goes.
So good.
David making choices. That's what I like.
Star.
That blanket we were sitting on is. I just.
I mean, what is there else to say about this one?
Kennedy,
Kennedy was
Perfect.
she was so easy to work with. She took directions so well.
so well.
I love her little bonnet. What's it called?
Yeah. Sleeping cap.
Yeah. And who knew Rachel could sing like that?
Yeah.
Right?
So
Tell him how we found out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in the office and we were talking about styles of singing, styles of vocalists,
Yeah.
and I happened to pull up like old like Marilyn Monroe, Doris Day type, and then Janice Fonseca was coming by. She poked in, and she was like, "You know who can sing like that?" We were like, "Who?" She was like, "Rachel." We were like, "No." So I immediately called Rachel on the phone. I was like, "Hey, can you sing right now for me?"
She laughed
And did it.
and then said yes.
And I was like, all right, I'll be calling you back.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks later, we put this together. So
She's so good.
she does everything amazingly.
Just love how she smiles at Kennedy and she just
She's even in front of a camera. The most authentic people sometimes can't keep their own in front of a camera.
No, and
She just doesn't. No, she just like is herself all the time, 100%. In front of the camera, she's like, here I am. She's singing the song confidently, smiling.
Yeah.
So, she just is like, I am me.
Tell you this, Kennedy has a future.
Yeah.
Yo, Kennedy.
We did that last shot of her doing the light. That shot took 1,000 times because Dante was trying to switch off the light a bunch of times. It just wouldn't work.
So let's talk about this one real
Yeah,
quick.
this one is.
This one was
this
so
is mine.
fun.
I love this one.
It was cold as all get out. I'll say that.
So cold. Our hands were freezing.
Very cold. The hands
Actually,
were fire.
I wasn't that cold.
Tori was
I
wearing,
knew
like,
that it was going to be
millions of
really
layers.
cold that night.
I was
And-
fine. My hands were cold.
Yeah, your hands. Yeah.
And it got hard to move my mouth some
Oh,
points.
I get that.
Like, you know when
Yep.
you can't feel your lips?
Yep.
You're like,
And we're
am I
trying
saying
extra
words?
hard.
Yep. Like
A
when.
little bit.
Never mind.
It's like you don't really feel your lips wrap around
Yep.
your teeth and mouth
Yep.
like when you speak.
Yeah.
I love that shot.
Yeah, I was surprised you kept that in.
Me too.
You don't like it?
No, I don't dislike it. I just,
I'm noticing.
I like the hand gesture, but it took a while for it to get in there.
I'm a perfectionist with film shots. Not always. So I try to put in things that I think are imperfect.
So I saw something similar to this with a big projector being used on like garage and on the wall in this movie, Blinded by the Light.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theaters earlier this year, and I was like, we need to do that somehow. And so to have that idea and then like for us to actually pull it off and it comes out this cool,
So.
I'm very happy with
Yeah.
it. I'm very proud of it. The artist that did the lyrics on the screen was amazing.
Yeah, he did a really good job. This is, if you don't know, probably because you can't really see anything, but this is right in front of Bridgeway, the building down. If you're looking at it, it's down towards the right. It's in between two
It's right next to
doors.
where the drone flew in.
Yes,
Yeah.
right next to where
It's
the.
that, it's
Yep.
that wall right there.
Yep. And Dante's actually standing on one of the risers that we use in the middle of the theater. We call it the Mary David spot. And he's sitting on that and he's balancing on it because there was so much shrubbery there that it was difficult. And we didn't want to get his white shoes all messed up and everything.
We were like, just don't lean forward.
Yeah,
whatever
we were
you
like,
do.
don't lean forward. So he got like a whole calf workout that night.
I wrote this piece a few years ago.
Really?
It's on his website.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote this a few years ago, and I've been waiting to use it at Bridgeway for something. I haven't.
Oh,
at
okay.
Bridgeway
So this is the first time you've used it ever. Okay, cool. So now you can put this video on your maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. He doesn't. He hates it.
But it's ever poignant and
And I love
appropriate
this
for the
look.
time.
I love that.
Thought a lot about the look. So I'm mostly on a good day, good week. I try to stay clean shaven
Yes.
unless I'm super busy
Right.
and tired, which is always around Christmas time when we're doing productions.
Right.
So like I was like, I gotta shave and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I think you were telling me to shave.
Yeah, we were both telling him, we were like, oh, you gotta shave, we're shooting.
Then I was like, I think I should keep the
Yeah.
scruffy, jacked
the
up look
second he
because
said that, I was like,
it might fit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be
And
weird
it
if I'm like,
did.
if I'm speaking like words of Jesus to the world,
yeah.
you know, I don't know. It's probably just me thinking about it, but I'm really thinking about like representing Jesus and having like a clean lineup and a shape up, and he's like, I thought like just the unpretentious nature of like my appearance would be better if he's just not, if I'm just not groomed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going like heavy into the idea of like why does that feel representative? Why does that? Because I think you're right.
Because if you see,
I'm going heavy into that
if you see everything,
representation
if you
idea.
see everything lined up and tight and crisp,
You're trying.
that means that I spent time doing that.
You're thinking
When it's not about that, it's about the word.
feels vanity. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not, but
It's
like
not.
it does show that you put time into shaping yourself up and trimming. But that shows like I don't care about any of that.
Love that pushing.
Okay, so that thing was, that last shot was actually a mistake. So when they first did it, they didn't realize that there was a little shot at the end. They were just gonna end it him doing the close up and then cutting out, but then they saw that there was this big shot at the end, and so they kept it. And sometimes when you do editing, you find that you do make a mistake and you love it. So I'm really happy with that ending.
This is what I do with editing. Sometimes there will be painters that just take like a handful of paint and throw it at a canvas. I'll do that a lot, where I just kind of take a clip and I'll throw it.
Yeah.
And I'll do something like that, and I'll make something like that.
Yeah.
But to make this, I love this dance particularly, which by the way, we had a lot of discrepancy about the blue initially, but I love the browns to the blues in the darkness. I wish we had kept blue with Jesus throughout. Like,
That would've been cool.
I wish we had put a blue around his neck as a
I
kid, and then around
should
the crosses.
Oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that?
This is Chelsea Green.
Oh,
Yes.
I love this. We did this piece for the Christmas production Kiosk
Yes.
back in 2017, which was a live stage play. And I was so happy to reprise it and bring it back, because this is one of my favorite pieces I've ever been a part of putting together. And like, Chelsea is such a pro.
She is.
She's like unbelievable.
She's actually a pro. Like,
Dancer.
yeah, pro dancer.
And she's been a pro like for as long as I've known her.
She's always worked like
Like as long as
she's a
I
hard
can think of
worker.
Chelsea, it's always been,
she's a hard
she's
worker.
like one of the best dancers.
The time to craft.
Dang it, Alex.
What?
I'm gonna want to see blue on everything now. I'm gonna, like, I should have. But that's okay.
It's okay.
Yo, this part makes me cry all the time.
Really?
Yeah. It's so sweet. And I love how he just appears there. Like,
He does. Yes, it's. Sometimes
Jesus, you know?
when I'm not totally paying attention and then I see work appear, I'm like, oh
And
my
the way it, like,
gosh,
comes around
that was
him.
so cool.
it's so amazing.
Like, even
And
you
so-
surprise you. We did this. We planned this, but you surprise yourself sometimes when it works so well.
And for people to know, like, it wasn't camera tricks we did with any of these transitions.
No.
Like, people were really coming on and off, and lights were coming up and down at certain times, and it looks as if we're cutting to get people on and off,
Yeah.
or we're doing some trickery, but we're not. But it's just so perfectly choreographed and timed.
Larry was like on a lift in the theater.
Yeah.
Because we took cloths, we circled the stage and had like this big pipe and drape. Yeah, so it's just black drape.
We wanted the
all
space
around.
to be as ambiguous as possible.
Yeah.
So Larry's just on a lift
Yeah.
in the middle of the theater to see over it, to call out to who's on the lights?
Savon,
Savon. To
yeah.
call to Savon to change the lights. Like, oh, she's over here. Change this light to this light.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're in the middle, like spinning around with Chelsea.
Yes. Oh, I love that shot.
Perfect
I think
shot.
that's my favorite shot. That was a difficult shot to do because she moves so quickly, and because I wanted him to come out of nowhere.
You worked hard on that shot.
I worked so hard that when I didn't get it, and you all know this from a couple minutes ago when I said I'm emotional about my work, I cried because I didn't get it. And you two were so wonderful that we did it again. We were like, that's a wrap on Caleb, and I was like, no, it's not. But we did it, and
We
it
can
worked
do it.
out.
You gotta be
So,
persistent sometimes.
this is
I'm glad you were
crazy.
persistent.
Yeah.
It was great. And I like the
I
way
love that this shot here, where like you were like, oh, he's still there, and then bam. Ugh.
come back into
It's
the
the
light.
best.
I wish it was a little brighter when she comes into it, but
I think
Shout out
it's-
to
yeah.
to Jordan Coley, did the music, and then
Yes.
Bambi,
Yeah, and Bambi.
Bambi with the vocals, because you don't see them, but they're
Right, but they did it.
ever present.
At this point, I don't even know where she is on the stage. I mean, I know, but like when you think about it, you're just like, where in the world is this
Go
woman?
back to the baby. Yeah.
DJ baby.
I love this
That-
piece so much.
Me too.
this shot was so difficult to get because you gotta go up, down, and then back up.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was like but I had to still keep the baby in it. It was
Without showing the baby's face.
because of the dumb looking plastic baby.
It was fake. Guys, I didn't know. I don't know if you know, but it was fake.
This is one of my favorite pieces ever. Stop it.
How'd we do?
28:59.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna. So, this is one of my favorite bits ever.
Bits?
This is one of my favorite pieces ever
There you go.
that I've made, that I've had a part in making. Like this, I don't know. There's something about the blue, his voice, the way we shot it, the way that Larry and Aaron lit it from the side, the way the tree is there, the way the candles are there, the way that like the band sounds when the drums come in, the way that it's like everything about this is perfect, except for the shake that just happened in the beginning.
Yep, I just saw.
That's the
noticed
only thing that I hate. That I'm like, but I had to start it from the back. Like I couldn't use another cut. I was like, I need to keep it still. I want to keep it going, like just a still shake.
I haven't noticed until just now.
And it's the only shake in it. Like, there are a couple points where he'll go out of frame, but I don't mind it too much.
Oh, we forgot to mention that you did a couple things during these things where it's like because there's this sound in the thing with Kennedy and Rachel where Alex tripped on something.
Oh, you can hear my feet.
And you can hear it.
Yeah.
But I love this. Shout out to Sharon, who let us use this church. This church is in Savage. It's called, what is it, the United?
It's a Methodist church.
It's a Methodist church, and it's right across the street from Carol Baldwin Hall, right near Savage Mill Mall. And they were so wonderful. She was so helpful, and she let us, she was like, you want me to light candles, you want me to show the tree on, like she was really awesome, so we're happy that we were able to.
Yeah, I had a hard time, booking a church.
Yeah.
We wanted a more traditional look for this. I was trying to get as many of these Christmas elements, I was trying to get as many of them off of the Bridgeway stage as possible, only because we see the Bridgeway stage every week.
Yeah.
And also, that's why with Chelsea's piece, we tried, to black it out so it didn't look like our stage as much as possible. And so I was very fortunate to get this church to be so generous. And when we got there, I was thanking Sharon. I was like, thank you so much. And I was like, I had a hard time. And she's like, yeah. She was like, people should just do things for people. And I was like, thank you, Sharon. Yeah.
She was so excited. I think she was really excited to see people. She was just talking to us, and she was so nice. And on top of that, this is her favorite Christmas song. So
I didn't know that.
she was like, can I stay here and listen? I was like, yes, please stay here.
Yeah, we gotta send this video to her.
I did.
once it's done. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did, and she loves it, and she wants to show it. She showed it to the rest of the church, and they're really happy with it.
When we finished, we just did one take.
Yeah, one take and we were done.
Tori now it's her on 3 different cameras, but like when it was done, Andy was like, can I do it again? And we were all like, no.
No, you cannot.
Did you hear yourself?
Right. Oh yeah, and Dante and Alex were the only two people who had ears in, so they could hear the music. And I was on the third camera and I couldn't hear anything, so I heard it a cappella, and it is a completely different experience. I mean, it was beautiful with the music, but yeah.
So the band, you should.
You should.
The band was recorded a week earlier in the theater.
Yeah.
And then, so Dee and Savan, brought some sound stuff out. Andy's got ears and he can hear the band.
Yes.
By the way, this close to falling into those candles in the shot.
What was funny was that I wasn't sure when we were starting, because obviously I didn't hear the music. So when all I saw was Alex starting to move, I was like, why is he moving? We haven't started yet, but the music hasn't started. And I realized, oh, he hears it. That was my favorite part evermore. It's so good.
The music on this one
Yeah.
too. Jeez.
That guitar on your knee.
We all have favorite parts of this.
Yeah. I love that one too.
My favorite part is when he starts getting ready for his.
This is my part.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Yes.
It's hard to run up.
It's so hard.
It's hard to and it's hard to run down.
It's hard to run too.
It's hard to run.
It's hard to sing.
It's hard to sing.
It's hard to live.
So many things to think about.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Definitely.
We're gonna be silent. That blue coat.
This is it.
Oh yeah, it's so clean.
It's
Just so clean.
he's flawless.
I love this look on his
And-
face.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
He's like, I did it. I did it. Oh, I love him.
So the idea from the beginning was to do black and white.
Yeah.
But he shows up in the blue coat, and we were like, we have to get the blue in there somehow. And we didn't even think about that idea. And I remember I was watching in the middle of one of the edits, and someone I was editing with at the time had mentioned like, oh, it's too bad that blue. And then all of a sudden it hit me, I'm like, yo, let's show just the blue. So we decided to do like because it was originally, like I said, it's just supposed to be black and white. So I was just literally like, I was just showing people one by one, being like, check out the blue. And people were like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with that blue.
My sister's boyfriend was like, well, how come the flags aren't blue? Like, is that just like photoshopped in? I was like, no, he did it. He did just the jacket. He goes, you can do that? I'm like, yeah, you can do that.
It was hard, but I did it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just rotoscoping. We're not keyframing.
Dr. David? See, he's got a fresh shape up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this was
Dr.
reasonable. This was reasonable to have that. I think if
I like that jacket.
Love it.
love that jacket. And his little pocket, his hanky.
Got the Gracism button on.
Always.
One of my favorite things every week about editing these is like, what's he wearing this week? It's like, what
Yeah.
suit we got?
That was my favorite thing to watch when I was just in the congregation, just sitting there, and I'm like, "Ooh, what's he wearing today?" Then when he came out with those holy jeans,
Holy jeans. Oh, like holy jeans.
yeah, he came out with the holy jeans, and he made that joke how they were holy.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Yeah. So he was like, "I don't get it. You can wear holes in your jeans because they're holy." Something like that. Go back a couple months and watch that.
Wine the clocks.
They will call him, listen, Immanuel, which means
I like how
God with us.
we do
In this
this.
sermon,
Well,
God
so
with us, we're
with
going to
this,
be
we
reminded
have
of what we talked about
how many
last
cameras?
week
5?
or last Sunday.
Yeah.
and that is this, God
I mean, we
is our
got 4.
4 cameras.
4. Sometimes
So-
we've most. Keep going.
So we have one that just is stationary. It just stands right there and it shows his whole.
He's our sufficiency in that he provides a very
It's a wide shot, yeah.
Yeah, it's a wide shot. Then we've got the gimbal that Dante is usually on.
Gimbal is it's a motorized stabilizer for the camera,
Stabilizer, yeah.
and it gives you those like smooth moving panning shots that you see us use.
And then we have a close-up camera where you can get close to his face if you want to. And then we have just a free-handed. We call it a shaky cam. And we usually use that when, we use it the whole time we're there, and then when Alex edits, he'll usually use that when maybe Dr. Anderson is making a joke or if he's getting really passionate.
Okay. Like, you're like revealing all my secrets, all my magician
You're
video
right.
secrets.
You're right.
No, I'm just kidding. There are certain ways that I'll use certain shots in my edit that are like certain things that we'll do that I like to. So for example, when the shaky cam comes up, I'll use it when he's like, I don't know, having fun. Like there's certain languages. Like what I do is I call my cameras characters. Like they each represent a different thing, whatever's going on.
Yeah. And I think Dr. Anderson is noticing how you film, and so I think that he's
Yeah, I feel like.
with you.
Yeah, I say we communicate through the lens sometimes, like because of the way that I edit and the way that he speaks. Sometimes I'm like, he knows the word he's about to say that I'm gonna cut here, and so I'll notice it too. Like I'll make the cut, and I'll make the cut in editing, and immediately as I make the cut, he'll turn to the camera, and I'm like, he knows. And it's very funny. It's very funny.
Like how like we're pretty much all like dance partners now at this point. Like particularly with shooting the messages, it's like the 4 of us know. It's just a rhythm now.
Yes,
you know.
Perfect way to put it. Dance
have,
partners.
Yeah, we have movements and things we do, and you get acquainted with each other. And Dr. Anderson likes to preach his sermons with like a closed set, so it's just us and him.
Yep.
Who he is, and his name is
And he likes it that way. We had, played with ideas of like
But
having a
secondly,
small
what we get
audience
with
in that
God who
are
is
socially
with us
distant
is
and
the fact that not only
you
is
know
he a
that can
wonderful
safely be
counselor,
there.
but he's a mighty God.
Or we
You
talked
see,
about
we not
possibly
only
doing
get
like a
his
screen
comfort,
with
but we
people
get his
tuning in via
capacity.
Zoom.
Right.
The
Right.
capacity
So that you
of
get
his
like that
power, the
immediate
capacity
interaction and
of his
feedback, but
strength.
he
It says
didn't
that he
really
is a
like those
mighty
ideas. He
God.
likes
So
the
not only will he comfort us, but
Yeah, I
he
guess
will
the
fight
focus
for
of-
Yeah,
us.
he likes
this.
the
We get a
focus, and
mighty
he's
God.
great at it.
No one can beat
Each
God.
of these
And so while
services,
Jesus comes
a
as
message is they take one
frail
shot.
baby boy,
I think there was
he
one
has
time in the
chosen to put himself in the
since
frail
March
humanity
where
so
he was
that
like,
could live what we live.
I'm gonna do that again, and I was weirded out because that wasn't, but it was literally just his introduction.
Yeah, the intro.
He didn't say much, and then he just kind of it just rolled off the tongue.
He might be upset that you shared that, Tori.
I know.
He prides himself in being one take wonder.
He is a one-take wonder.
Not
We don't
that
believe
time.
that happened.
Eternal damnation.
She's fired.
Most likely.
To be with us, we also get that which comes with God, and that is his
Yeah,
comfort,
so the lighting in
that
the
is
back
his
is a little bit different.
capacity, and
I mean, the
thirdly,
first
that
time
is his
that Larry lit
compassionate
those pillars
command.
back there was
It
the
says that
week
not only
before
is he a
this.
wonderful
Yes.
counselor,
But
not only is he a
I think it's a
mighty God,
mainstay
but
now
he's an
'cause
everlasting
Dr. Anderson
Father.
really likes him. So you
That's
see in the
the
He
background.
really does like them.
You know, Psalm 103.
I love it.
It
just gives it depth.
It does.
Creates more depth. And that's why we decided to shoot this shooting this way too, with the chairs behind. I mean, in previous video shoots, like in years past, I've always used the stage in this orientation. I love seeing the empty seats in the back. And so when COVID came about, and we were doing these sermons every week. That was pretty much a no-brainer. I just love the depth it creates.
And he talks about it a lot too.
We could take those ropes off now, though.
I really wish we would. I never liked it in the beginning.
So those ropes there, in
Doesn't
case people were wondering, those ropes are there, you know, when we were supposed to reopen
Yeah.
earlier in the year and it was going to be, you know, socially distant. Those ropes are blocking out where you cannot sit. So all the chairs, you know, were designated where people could sit there or there, and the ropes help
And they
to
have little
create the
pieces of
distance.
tape on the things where you can sit.
But that never happened. So
Back in the day when it was like, we'll be closed for a couple weeks. We'll be fine. We'll be back.
No, it's almost.
You get God's comfort, you get God's capacity, you
Whoa.
get God's
Yep.
compassionate command.
Dante will do these round shots every once in a while, and a lot of times he'll go behind the cameras or in front of the
Yeah.
cameras. That time he went over the cameras.
He did. I
and it was,
liked that.
I was able to use it, and I was like, okay, I like this cut.
And when he
Yeah,
comes
because
to
he's
be with you,
he's trying to
he
go
brings
over
calm into your
the
spirit.
tripoded
Calm
cam.
into your orbit.
If that's a word.
calm
But
is
so he
the
does that. He
eternal
pulls it
destiny
over,
of
and
your
that's why it
soul.
goes up.
That settles
And now I'm
you
on
in
this
a
side of
place,
him.
no matter
Yeah.
yeah, so
what
I didn't think you were gonna use it. I just
you
so I was like, let me
around
try
your
something.
family or
And I
around
was like, let
the
me go
world.
over.
You see, Jesus
like it.
came into the
But-
world not just to bring salvation.
cool.
Yes, that's
me go
true.
over.
But ultimately, Jesus came into the world to bring you him. Comfort.
I liked how Larry did a different.
capability, and the
lower
capacity
third.
to
Yep,
have the power
loved it. And the
that is
colors, the fact that the way that they
necessary
match with
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
perfect.
The compassionate command and the safety and security.
Larry,
of
every
being
week he surprises
under
me
the
with new
covering
things
of
that
your
he
Heavenly
does.
Father. And you also get the calm in your spirit that comes with the Prince of Peace. You know, several days ago on an open phone-in Friday, a guy named Jackson.
Phone-in Friday. Hey, we should call in for phone-in Friday sometime and just say we're different people, you know?
Hello?
Hello, is this Dr. David?
Dr. David.
I want to cut to
Be like,
the scene where
I
you
got a problem with my leg, man. This is not that type of doctor.
7 minutes, and then
This is
we'll
not
come
the type
back
I said, well, I need a consult and you're a doctor, so answer my question.
of God that are now
So, not that-
My sister was actually here. My sister is an intern with Real Talk with Dr. David Anderson, and she was here that day and listened to this
Talk to me directly,
phone
sir.
call.
What are you thinking?
It's really cool.
I'm thinking a lot of things.
How
I'm just working up here.
vulnerable this guy was to just ask, like, well, do I do it now? Can I have help? And it just, it,
It's exactly it. Just how vulnerable he was. I've heard, been with multiple people watching this, and almost every time I've watched it, someone around me breaks down.
And
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, where do you have to be in your, like, whatever, with whatever you're dealing with to, like, call a radio show?
Yeah.
Be like, help me.
Yeah.
know,
Accept that, but
It's so cool
I
that
am who I am, but she doesn't
he got
accept
through
who I
and
am.
talked to him and then what it led to. It's
Yeah.
just,
Shout out to
I'm trying-
Jackson.
She's a
Jackson, I
wonderful
hope you're
woman.
well, Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just can't. It's not that I want to. It's just. I think, and I told
I
her
love
one
how he
time, I
was
said,
like,
I
well,
don't
she's a
have to
great
believe in
lady.
God to go to
Like,
church.
she's a wonderful woman.
And
Something like that.
She maybe
Talking about
took
his
that wrong
girl.
or
Oh, you
whatever
think
situation
things
may
probably
be.
are better between them now?
She's quite a
Oh.
difficult
Because now he accepted Christ?
I don't know.
Maybe he'll start going to church
I'm
with her?
learning.
Maybe.
Now let me ask you: did you mean that you didn't?
Hopefully they're
you
not
don't have
going to
believe in
church.
order to go to
Hopefully they're
church,
just
or you don't
watching.
have to go to church in order to
Some
believe?
churches are
No.
open, Tori.
Yeah, I know. But I still don't
I
agree
used to go
with
to
it.
church. I went to church till I was like 18, and
Oh,
then
Tori.
I'm 58 now. But I could honestly say I haven't been to church in probably.
No,
35
if you're
years.
open,
Okay.
I'm
When I
happy
did go-
for
when I
you.
went to
That's all.
Virginia a couple years ago,
Try to clean it up
like,
now.
and, you know, I did go to church with
I'm
her
not
on
judging
Sunday,
you.
Okay.
but you know, I travel every year, every winter.
So this is this
doesn't have the
camera.
opportunity to come up here.
I'm not gonna mention
When I'm back
it.
home,
This camera. And I hope this is not one of your
I don't wanna
secrets
say
that I'm gonna mess
particular,
up.
I'm just messing. I was
So-
just messing.
church where you know I can relate to.
This camera is used
And
for
a lot of people need
real
a church
talk.
that they can
It's
relate
all
to
so. This
help
is not
them
one of
grow
our cameras, so we got to
spiritually.
use
The
this from the
purpose of
radio
church
show.
is to help us grow spiritually and to be in fellowship with other believers.
You can watch
And a
Real
lot of
Talk
people
on
go to church and
Facebook.
they don't find that.
You can
They
also
don't
listen
find
to
fellowship,
Real
they
Talk
don't
on
find
WAVA
spiritual
105.1 FM
There you go.
on your afternoon commute, 3 to 4
And so
p.m.
let's
Yep.
talk about your spiritual
The number
growth
one-
apart from church. Church is supposed to
The
aid that,
Wave's the
right? But let's talk about your
the
spiritual
Got
most
it.
listened to
Where do you feel
Christian
like you are in your
radio program on
In the
the
DMV area.
on the East Coast.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, man.
I honestly can't answer that. I really
Heck
can't.
yeah.
You know, I've been here for a month, and I've been listening to Chuck Swindell.
Swindoll?
And I think
Swindle?
Yeah.
and I think Real
Swindell?
Talk is like
I've been listening to him for the last, couple of
One of the most
couple of
listened
weeks,
to
and I only got
programs
15
they
minutes
do.
because that's on my drive to work.
Right.
But
In
he is,
what?
He's quite the
Okay.
he's quite the man.
what?
In what?
I'm learning from him.
You said
how I should
In what?
have heard 3,
you
4,
said
5
Real
years
Talk
ago.
is the most listened to in.
On Wava.
Oh,
Wava.
Weva. I thought you said okay. That's cool. That's really really cool.
WAVA.
Come closer to the Lord. He wants to improve your relationships.
I like how he
improve
stands
your
there and
life.
just-
But here's the thing.
We should have him talking to a mic for one of the
Your
messages.
modification and self-
He would
improvement
hate that.
No, it would
he
be-
hates.
it would
We
be-
cannot change his mic
gets you
ever
into
again.
a deeper
We've
relationship
changed his mic
with
a couple
God.
times
You
and tried to
don't first.
work that out.
Oh, you're talking about for the message?
Yeah, I'm talking about the message.
Yeah.
We've had some mic
There's
challenges,
some mic
but we're working
challenges.
it out.
Oh, you know
He
what?
always sounds great.
You know what I'm gonna do one phone in Friday? I'm gonna call in and just be reading one of his books and see how long I can read before he stops. me.
Don't tell him.
Read I
love
forgive
that.
you.
I forgot.
I forgot.
Changing all the stuff on the inside, and you'll
I don't
find
actually
that
hate
to
that
be
book.
Tori's
It's
referring to a message.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
we're
like, you
fine.
should probably.
Yeah, I'm,
Dr.
I'm
Anderson
going to
says
say
that.
that now.
One of, by the way, my favorite messages. Of
Yes.
his.
Scripture says.
Such a good.
He
such
talks
a good
about it in
message.
his message, and he say, "I forgrace you," and then he says he hates that
And all these
book.
other things will be added, and so
wanna
That's
know
why I
why-
said that.
If you want to know why he hates the book, read the book. I For Grace You, available everywhere books are sold. Not really. It's you can get it on AndersonSpeaks.com.
Have you ever prayed to
If you didn't get that, you can get it on AndersonSpeaks.com.
We'll go to Bridgeway, you know. dot CC.
Not.
Not
It's
the
probably
big
on
one.
Amazon,
I
is
may
it?
have when I was younger, but
Probably.
that was years ago.
Let me look it up. Let me fact check.
Yeah, and we
Do
should.
I-
We
do
want
I
to get
do
somebody
that
to
on
read
my
his
own? Do I do
his
that?
books on audio book.
Oh, he has
Next
it?
to my
No, he
bed.
hasn't.
He's got to do it. He's got such a good voice for it.
No, I want Tony.
I
to
could do it.
Yeah, but his voice
Oh
is perfect
yeah,
for
but you don't want.
in my life. And I
Yeah,
wanna
he
be
could do it,
saved.
but
I wanna know what
Dr.
you
Anderson doesn't
are.
have time to
I
read his
need
books.
you to change me. From
Tony
the
Penny
inside
should do
out.
it.
I make a
Tony Penny
decision
would be
by
so good.
faith
Tony Penny's voice
to follow
is
Tony Penny would be
crisp.
it. If there's
Dante,
anyone-
I'd listen to you.
It
too.
is available on Amazon.
Hey.
$9
Ooh.
paperback or
There you go.
$6.99 on Kindle.
Ooh.
He sends Jesus to fix it all up.
There you go.
And to pay the penalty of that sin on the cross. So they
I For Grace You.
What about Gracism?
Oh yeah, Gracism is
Oh, I'm
everywhere.
sure it is.
I believe it.
I see Gracism in stores all the time.
All of it he took to
Do
the
you
cross.
really?
I do.
And so
I've never seen
Really?
it. I gotta go to Barnes and Noble. Is it there? Stop it. Guys, you can go to Barnes and Noble and get Gracism.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. $15 for paperback,
Wow.
$20 for hardcover.
now if you want to.
Dr. Anderson,
Keeping you from doing
you're doing
that
good.
right now.
You're doing good.
No, there isn't.
Killing it.
Would you want
Killer
to
game.
I love this.
invite Christ into
Yes.
your life in this
Right here.
moment?
I would if you help me. Yeah.
If you
Okay,
help
well,
me,
I'm here
I
to
just,
help you. In fact,
Jackson,
I'm privileged,
if you're listening to
help
this,
you.
I
So
want
I'll
to hug
ask all the
you.
listeners
I don't
to
even
join
care
me
about
in
COVID. I
praying
just want to
for
hug
because
you.
if you really
Because
believe
that-
what we're
Because
about
earlier
to
you
say,
cared a lot.
all the
Earlier you
reasons
cared
that
about
God
churches
will
being
be
over,
here,
Tori.
Yeah, you
God's
really
been
cared.
waiting
Now you want to hug people.
Now you want to,
for
that's a
you
little.
for a
Just
long
be consistent.
I just want you to like
Now, how
know.
about I say the prayer?
Yeah,
and
consistency.
You just repeat after me.
That's all we
You
ask
use
for.
Whatever words you want to,
Guys,
or use my words, but you just
this
have
is
to
not
believe
the
it in
time
your
and
heart.
place.
Are you ready?
To make
Well,
fun
I
of
compose
me.
myself.
We're not
And
making
get
fun
me
of you. We
heated.
want you to
Remember
be
how Pastor
consistent.
Gary was teaching us about having a word for this year? I think your word should
Okay.
be consistency.
Consistency,
That's a
yeah.
good idea. That was my word for 2019.
We're going to decide for you. That's your word.
First,
Yeah,
God,
it
I
has
wanna
nothing to do
thank
with yourself. It has to do with what we.
He called and that he got through and that you purposed this moment.
Somebody's praying to receive Christ right now, and you know you're being
No,
inconsistent.
no, you're being, and you two are being inconsiderate. Because you're the one talking. I haven't
Right
talked
now, we're gonna
since.
Pray the sinner's prayer. And if you'll repeat after me, Jackson, just say, Dear God, I know that I am a
Just
sinner.
can't stand either one of you.
I know that I'm
If you listen to this radio broadcast
Know
this
that I am
day,
separated.
go ahead and put it in the comments. Let us know.
Yeah.
and I know
Just be
that
like,
I'm
I was
separated
there.
from you.
I was there when it happened.
Just type first.
I remember when it happened. I was
I don't wanna
14
be
years old.
separated anymore.
My mama was combing my hair by the stove.
By the stove.
That way you can heat up the comb.
Forgive
Oh,
me.
right.
You
need
put
to
the
do
comb
that.
on the burner and you can heat it up.
Invite
That's
you
it.
into my
That's how you
Alex doesn't know
That's how
anything
you
about
get the
that.
hair straight.
What are you talking about?
It's called a hot comb.
I've never.
See, I told you.
Alex would know nothing about this.
Alex would know nothing about that. It was 3:30 in the afternoon when Jackson called.
place my faith
What's
in you
happening?
now.
Who are your characters?
You now, Jesus.
When we were,
For saying,
I don't know, but it's the one I'm gonna call in phone in Friday with.
Thank you for saving me.
You're talking
we were
about.
talking
this-
about.
Huh?
It was Alex.
Thank you
We were
for
talking
this new platform.
about Alex and.
Oh, yeah.
In Jesus' name.
Mm,
Amen.
and amen.
I love it.
Yeah, like you can hear his voice.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson.
How you
I
feel?
love that he. Ugh,
I feel
Just
like
everything
breaking
about
down, man.
You
I wanna meet
can,
him.
And you can try
I wanna
as
meet
many
Jackson, too.
years
I
as you
really
want
wanna meet
because
Jackson.
The Bible says that you
I'm gonna
can
ask
cross
Dr. Anderson
over
about
from
him.
death to
let's get his phone number. Let's get his security.
Wow. Emotional,
Security.
right?
What is it? Security. Social security
You
number.
really botched
You'd be
that
the
joke
worst identity
hardcore.
He got the
Yeah, that would be
truth,
pretty
man.
terrible.
criminal ever.
That's why I don't do it.
You'd be the
Just
worst.
invited
You'd-
Christ into his life, and did
What's
you
your credit
see
card
the
number again?
comfort, the
What's your
calm,
social security number?
They're like, what?
God all
Yeah, I really would be. I've known Dante
Passionate
for a
father
couple years,
waited
and
for
a couple weeks ago
Brady
I
Jackson.
asked what
58
his
years old.
how do you spell his
He's
last
waiting for
name.
you as well.
He was
Yeah.
not
The best
happy.
Christmas gift you
He was
will
not
ever
happy.
get.
I was like,
The
dude,
best present you'll ever get
I don't know if it's a
is the
PP or a
presence of Jesus
PH.
Christ in your life.
My last name is Shepherd
Would
for
you like to
context.
invite
Yep.
Jesus to
Shephard.
be the best Christmas present
No,
you'll ever
that
get?
some people
He
spell
promises
Shepherd
to
like
be
that.
present
Oh, we know
with
Tori,
you.
but you should
But
know
like
how my name is
Jackson, you
spelled.
Yes, and I know how your name is
Fall on your
spelled.
knees.
Ever since that day, I have
It's spelled with an
PTSD
H.
from it, and I
The
know.
Holy Spirit speaking into your
So another thing, like when Dr. Anderson starts to get like
while you're there,
personal
you're
or
there,
like
sitting on the
Mm-hmm.
couch or in your
try to
car.
get tighter.
This is
Yeah.
With my
the Lord
camera.
speaking
Yeah.
to you. And he says Christmas
And
is
he
not about
he
anything
plays
else
to it.
except the very presence of Immanuel. Pray with me and invite Christ into your life. Say, Dear Jesus, be my Emmanuel.
We're gonna do a multiple
Be with
choice.
me. Be my
You can put in the
wonderful
comments.
counselor,
Yeah.
The question is, where did Dr.
My
Anderson get
mighty
his
God.
beaded necklace from?
my
Yes.
everlasting
A.
Father,
Tiffany's.
my Prince
B.
of Peace.
His wife
I invite
made it.
you into my
Or
life
C.
this Christmas.
Zales.
Ooh, can I guess? I actually have no idea. Can I guess?
What do you think? A, B, or C?
I'm gonna go B.
And
B?
amen.
Okay. I can't tell you.
Yeah.
So we get. I try to pan around and get the cross in the back there.
Perfect.
So good.
Wow.
Hey,
thank you,
Stacey's
Dr.
back.
Anderson,
Aw,
for that
Stacey.
great
Stacey.
Stacy.
She was in, and guys, like
And if you
Stacy was
accepted
there the
Jesus into your
whole
heart today,
hour, and then
we
we
would
finally
love to
did that
celebrate
because you
with
know
you.
how everything's like
Yeah.
live and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another multiple choice.
97,000.
What
So
lake
we
is
can encourage
Stacy
you on your journey
speaking
with
at right
Jesus.
now? Is it
Now is the
A,
time in the
Lake
service where
Kittamukundi,
you're gonna
B,
give an
Lake
offering.
Elkhorn, or C, Lake
You can
Victoria?
give online
Ooh.
at bridgeway.cc/.
I know the-
Definitely Lake Victoria.
It's definitely Lake Victoria.
By no
Lake
means
Victoria
are you
is-
obligated to
never mind,
give.
'cause
That's gonna give away.
You're right.
It's
You're
time
right.
to continue worship for those of us who call Bridgeway home.
Come on,
So
Tori.
let's pray for the offering. Dear God, thank you so much for this offering.
I thought she was gonna say the answer earlier when you were saying it. She was about to just say,
And I also pray, Lord, that Bridgeway will steward this money.
"It's so cold."
Dante wanted us to walk all the way around
Right
that
behind her.
lake.
Right behind her. Where
Right
you see,
behind her.
Where those
And
poles
he wanted
are.
us to stand there.
I wanted them to go there, and that way
Do
you
you
can
know
get
how much-
the skyline of the
On YouTube
No.
downtown
It-
lake area
It
behind
was
her.
way too cold to do that. It was way too cold.
That was like an idea of someone that didn't have to be there.
Yeah, yes. And literally.
But you know what's
was.
funny? If I was there, we would have walked.
No,
I
we
know.
wouldn't have. No,
We
we
would've.
wouldn't have.
Because I would have been like, yeah, it's cold, but that's the
No,
plan.
you would have gone and walked through all the ice that we walked through.
Yeah, we walked
almost
through
slipped and then been like, we're not gonna do
It
that for
would've
another
taken
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Stacy was like,
Stacey
yeah,
was
we
way
were-
behind us.
I felt bad. Like I hate when I
Me
have to make
too.
like the talent do. So like she's
Me
like
too.
sliding on the ice and I'm like, oh, I feel
Yeah.
bad.
I felt really bad for her.
You know, we all walking real slow, trying not to
Yeah.
slip. Going down some
These were
stairs.
cute. The little. And then that made it so people would listen to your music that you.
I love choosing the music for the end every week is like one of my favorite parts. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like this piece a lot. I'm a little upset that I chose this piece for Christmas. But overall, I'm happy with it. But I love like being able to pick the perfect piece.
Yeah.
Use it again, you know?
Oh, I will.
Do a dance to it.
I do. Maybe we'll do a dance to it.
I love it.
Yeah, I reuse a lot of pieces every once in a while.
Yeah.
Some more than others. Like I've thought about giving different people theme songs for when they open.
Oh
and
no,
close.
Jared
we
has a
have a
theme
theme
song.
song.
Jared.
for
Well, Jared's the only one that has a theme song.
Yeah, I love that one.
It's a great theme.
I love that it's Jared's theme song.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I feel like we could do 5 of these and talk about different things every time. Like watching it through.
Yeah, I think.
Like the same service. There's tons to talk about. So
I think I'd be the only one that watches all of them.
probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys haven't seen the production in its entirety yet, we encourage you to go back and watch without us blabbering over it.
Yeah. So
But we hope that you guys enjoyed a little bit of insight of,
Yeah.
of you know, all the work behind the scenes and what it took to pull it off, and we're very proud of it. And even more so, we're just so blessed by what God was able to do through the service and the lives that we touched and the feedback that we got. So yeah, it's Christmas season. Christmas 2020.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
See you guys next year.
Yeah. Or Easter.
Oh, Easter.
Or just next Sunday.
We'll see you
Or next Sunday.
We'll
Yeah,
be
we'll
there
see you next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Peace out.
Girl Scout.
Yeah, I can tell. I called you too.
You call.